Okay.
Okay, nobody needs this many candles.
So our destination is over there. Oh, they're only sprats. This is like a war zone. Okay.
Hell of a job.
Thank you. I don't want any of it, but each their own. But I'll take the XP for unlocking. Profit daily, recycle. Okay, not interested. That's where we came in. Okay. Diligent disciple. Tactical shotty. Found a workbench. A couple of computers that are not working. Not interested in that, but we'll unlock it, you know. Perhaps they want access to the items that are in there. Have option to sleep, which my dude hasn't done in a very long time.
Making it look easy.
Yep, totally. And in here, I'm looking for Spectrum vodka. Nice thing is, from what I've seen, the Spectrum vodka is generally out in plain view. Okay.
Something's trying to
No one brings me down.
Let's get our hands dirty.
smile.
That could be a problem. Before we kill any more, let's actually go over here.
The prophet says to purge the mind of truth, that her truth.
Okay, view messages. Talk to agents, told me about said seminars. When I said well too much into there, hoping I've got space. Wanted to ask how the herbs I sent you are working out. Okay. Okay, nothing really helping me. We will sell junk. That puts the arse in gelatinous. Okay.
The prophet says to purge the mind of truth, that her truth is the...
Are you just running around in circles, spouting the truth? I'm not seeing any vodka. No doubt. You are the one I need. Dissident Queen. Okay, that's another story. Oh my god.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ooh. Where?
variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Into your ears? Toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death. Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Can you analyze them?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Though the dry herbs are difficult to chew, the flavour is less bitter than you could have expected. It's woodsy and tropical and single aftertaste. Actually slightly better tasting than your average can of Saltuna.
Hypothesizing. Potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome: decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Right, so with that in mind... Hello, milady.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
How did you know I was the inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
Okay, let's just crack open with this.
Absolutely not. Any statements by Ms. Helen about us were blown out of proportion and altered by the media. In fact, she quite recently... excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever the case, I'm sure her speech about us was all a misunderstanding. As science has taught us, the body is made up of two things, flesh and humors. These humors are semi-fluids that, when improperly balanced, may cause you to function inadequately. By signing up for my seminars, you can balance these humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions.
What kind of repercussions?
Nothing you need concern yourself with, brother. It's all in the contracts. But of course, no one need subject themselves to such repercussions if they don't cancel. Regardless, can I interest you in a seminar?
Wanted some... okay. It's a question?
We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors. And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
Free, sure.
Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout.
So, in order to be productive, I need to suffer?
Precisely. The barriers within yourself will break down as your skin sweats and blisters, giving the evil humors the proper space to escape. It's my patented method.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
Well, let's start with the obvious then.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills. I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
I read your terminal. I think real carefully before you lie to me again.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I saw a message from Helen on your terminal about attending a session.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
You got some interesting herbs.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know. None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else? Welcome back, bro. What? Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand. I did not. Your tone of voice seems to suggest that you have information already, which also suggests you read my terminal. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's... Welcome. I'm just... Yeah, what? I would, however... Humors? I know all about humors. I needn't be lectured about them by... Forgive me. I take my work very seriously. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters. I would, however... I hope you know...
Hello! Welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about this place?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out, or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
That's very circular logic.
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
Yeah, you do wear it quite loose.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
Okay, I was hard to look into the murder.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
So they had a feud.
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were. Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high profile, not had profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning.
Ooh.
Yes.
Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Have you noticed any unusual behavior?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
Okay, thank you.
Certainly.
Goodbye.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Ooh.
I think so. Had the right size and shape. I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
Okay. We'll look into this. Huh. Leading me outside, huh?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Semi-recent sets of tracks in the dirt stand out from dead leaves made by passing creatures.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Are they Helen's?
Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Okay. Do you want me to go over here?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay. So we're going in the right direction.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Perception. Am I imagining things, or do the things like got up?
No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of user correctness, 86%.
Okay. Let's keep this in mind. Okay, back we go.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yep, they're just the footprints. So,
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
yeah. Waypoints. Let's see what they have to say about this then.
Welcome back.
Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
Uh-huh. The quicker I get the truth, the faster I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Okay.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
Certainly made. Why not?
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
Okay. So, did you shoot the body at any time? The witness, you didn't dump the body at Dranknow. Let's do that one.
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
Did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
The wilderness?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
Let's put her mind at ease.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
Was found at Grand Colonial.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
Okay, let's top it off.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
Drop the wall. I'm not getting the deputy or anyone else to falsely imprison you. The constable's dead. You want to go to jail? I don't know. I'm not sure I get paid enough. I can't figure out. I think about whether or not... Well, let's start with constable's dead.
Yes. One step ahead as always, shadowy corporate figures. You'll never get my secrets. Never.
Okay. Weird. So, what is going on underneath? Da-da-da. This is weird. Few lab notes. Found, warning, corrupted, run, yes. 2. Let's access log 1. Final round of total immersion suspension and exposure tests as expected. Acid burns, however, bonding with the host, yep. Creature also seems well suited to long-term hibernation and immersion in liquid suspension. Okay, so let's access log 2. Parasite seems completely incompatible with common sprat. This is baffling and disappointing. Sprat nucleides are highly adaptive. Log 3. Continuing my search of known fauna. Very promising results. In every case, parasite succeeded manipulating hormones. What was going on here? Geological survey notes. The world is beautiful beyond compare. I can see colours never imagined. The sky. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, some ammo. Huh. Chief of Salvagers severed index finger. The index for Chief of Salvagers bitten off by his own followers. Okay. That's a bit murderous.
Here we go. Don't mess with us.
Okay, that's that one dealt with. Oh, that was your arm. Okay. More spratty sounds. That bin's closed.
Ooh, what'd you find?
Stuff. Ew. Elevator. Wanted to be sure. Going up. Okay, didn't see this coming. I thought it was going to go down.
Here we go. Nice one.
Okay. What have we stumbled upon here?
We're doing this.
Okay.
Get it up! Get it up!
Oh, hello. Goodbye. Okay. Okay. Oh, am I over... No, I'm not overweight, so why am I going so slowly? Must have been a debuff. I'm surprised this isn't part of this woman wanting things purified.
Here we go.
Ow. Come on. Shoot it.
Covering you! You're hurt!
Okay, everyone alive? Take that as a yes. Weapon parts. Grenade launcher. Really? I would have thought there would have been a point to this. Okay. So that's this way. That's that way. So we didn't go up here.
Here they come!
Okay.
Mess them up.
Ba-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-da-bum.
Take them down.
Probably doing the world a service, killing all these things. Huh.